A lot of artists think there's only one version of this song that matters. But that is completely false. The truth is every remix, every acoustic take, every live performance, they are all separate sound recordings. And each one earns its own royalties. So if you're only releasing one version of your song, you're literally leaving money on the table. Welcome back to the Learning with LoNdoN show, where we break down the music industry in a way artists can actually understand. I'm your host, LoNdoN, music producer and your guide to the music business without all the gatekeeping. If this is the kind of content that will help you, I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel. It keeps me motivated and it allows me to keep providing you guys with free, valuable content. Let's get right into it. So first, let's talk about what a sound recording actually is. A sound recording is the captured performance of a song. So I'm not talking about the lyrics. I'm not necessarily talking about the melody here, but I'm talking about the actual audio that you hear. Now, let's break down the major types of sound recordings because each one is considered its own master. So therefore it earns its own royalties and it gets its own ISRC code. So it's super important to understand how all of this is broken down so that you can get the most from your music. And if any of these concepts confuse you, I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel and watch my Masters versus Publishing video. I'll go ahead and drop that link in the description. So first you got your original recording, right? This is the official version of the song, the one that you basically upload everywhere. They call this one the foundation master because all your other recordings are basically going to be derived from this one. Next, you got your remix. And as common as this one is, I'm not really sure how to define it, so I'll do my best. A remix starts from the original master, but it changes its vibe a little bit. New drums, new tempo, chopped vocals, but it's still built from that original audio. Make sense? Next, you got your cover. This is another really common one and an easy way for independent artists to make money. A cover is a completely new recording of someone else's song. So you got the same lyrics, same melody, but your performance. Let's think about Christmas, because Christmas is right around the corner. Think about how many people sing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas. Let's add you to that category. So you got your cover, your recording, your master. See where I'm going with this? Next, you can have an acoustic strip version. So when you re-record your song in a different style of some sort, like unplugged, like what the does that really even mean? But that's basically a whole new master. Then you got your live recording. So basically your live recording is self-explanatory. It's a recording of a new performance, which means it's a whole new master. Next, you got like an alternate edit. So these are basically alternate versions of your original track. So they can be shorter, they can be longer, they can be rearranged. Each one gets its own ISRC and therefore earns its own royalties. Now this one just might throw you a little bit, but you've definitely seen it before. And so now you're actually going to understand why it's even a thing, because I used to wonder. When artists re-record their own songs and then release them later, they can then reclaim their masters because it creates a brand new version. So by now, I'm pretty sure you see why this actually matters. Every one of these recordings, the original, the remix, the live, that's gonna earn you separate royalties. So to sum this up with my last episode, every new recording needs its own ISRC code. That's how the industry tracks what's earning what. So if you don't control your masters, then ultimately you don't control the revenue that's tied to each one. If this helps you understand how valuable your recordings really are, then drop a comment, like the video, and share it with another artist who needs to hear this. See you next time.